And what's going on? My name is DiCarlo Sweeting, and my co-host for the day is
I'm George C. Missick.
Mr. Messick. What's going on with you, man? How are things?
Oh, wonderful. Can't can't complain. Another beautiful day above ground.
Yeah, boy, a lot of people ain't getting to see them, son. So,
Yep.
boy, I tell
Okay.
you, this a rough one, son. So, do what you
Gotta
could do
be
while you could do it, son, because no one knows when your last will be.
nope. You have to be thankful for it all. Whatever you're going through.
Yep. At least you could go through it. Don't stop. Keep going.
Someone said that despite the cost of living, it's still pretty popular. Still,
Hmm.
yeah.
Nobody giving it up. So,
Mm-mm.
not willingly.
Not willing to do.
Anyway, let's find out what's going on in the news.
Audio Jungle.
Sorry about that wrong button. Judge, your boy first 100 days. Trump first 100 days. Now we can do this in a grading system. A, B, C, D, E, F. And we can go with what he do wrong, what he could do better. Because some people still loving Trump. Some people still feel that Trump still could get it done. So I can let you start with this. I can let you go with this because I might be a little lengthy. So I can let you handle this. What grade do you
Like,
give Trump in his first 100 days?
why you like him in trouble? Like you say, um, I give him A for execution, A for effort, A for doing what he said he was about to do. Right? now now if we grade him by Trump standard, he's right on course. He hitting the ball on the park. He's managed to basically check off, hit the ground running from the night that he started, right? Trump was signing executive orders. He has America. I must say he has done more in that 100 days, I think, than any president. Right? And now that's the good side. That's the no,
I
now
on this road seeing where you can get me. Go ahead.
yeah. Now the effect of that. Now we grade them by what is, has he made America better, great again, or close to great? Oh, they're all failing grades. Like, I mean, he has done, like I said, a lot of things which he said he was going to do on the trail. People, you can't take Trump literally, but hey, you have to take Trump literally. Trump was literally doing. Man, man, I had a friend who said, I said, man, this man say everybody take advantage of every country. Hey, you don't mean that literally. Stop being stupid, right? But yet the Bahamas was on the tariff list. Every Turks and Caicos, everybody was on the tariff, right? So the man literally meant
Yep,
exactly
everybody.
what he said.
Exactly.
So I've never seen anyone create so much confusion, create so much enemies, um, try to dismantle so many things. And he must not sleep. I don't know where he finds his energy from, where he finds the will. Trump is a cool. He could have been a really good assassin, a cool-hearted assassin. Because this dude, I mean, to look another leader in the face, to tell Canada president, "Hey, governor, call him governor," and to tell a whole country you're all about to be the 51st state. I don't understand it. I mean, and the only thing now that's bringing them into reality, like you say, you play and play, he tell you pick the wrong one, right? And that's China. That's China. He thought, I don't know, he thought China was, or what China was going to do. Even Canada surprised him, because Canada, like, who? Your mom, like, Canada get all like behemoths, like, and we just Canada just had elections yesterday. The guy who won, who succeeded Trudeau, Carney, was way behind the polls, right? They
Yep.
they they were losing like nobody business. Then Trump come with all his foolishness and tariff, and the new leader get up and start talking out against Trump, and the election flipped. The dude won the election, despite all the odds, came from behind, obliterate, thanks to Trump, right? Because Canadians united and say, hold on, this ain't no time for this. And all the problems we facing, we have a common enemy now. And they focus their energy and they think I'm like we need to help this dude talking the right things to deal with Trump. And so that's the Trump effect. But like you said, he picked on Canada, who for years Canada ain't been bothering nobody. Canada been there. Why is America's fighting wars and doing all these stuff? And they started exporting all the labor for cheap. China just keep playing the fool game. And now when he come try to pick on China like who? I know you ain't talking to us. You can put tariff on us. Okay, fine, fine. Like, cool. So Trump's still sitting by this phone waiting on China to call him to beg him.
That ain't what he say. He say them and China are in talks as they speak right as we speak right now.
Right, right. But what China say?
What
We
China
ain't
say?
know
He ain't
this
know what they
man
talking
talking
about,
to
sir.
this.
I know what y'all talking about. We ain't talking to that man. I
We ain't
know.
got we ain't got nothing to talk to him about. We good. We good over here. Like we already signed all these other deals with
That's right.
Japan. Everybody buying direct now. Like
Mm-hmm.
what boy? We cut out the middleman. Like China having a field day. China say y'all is one market. Y'all create all kind of buyers. People who never buy from us before. Because again, you piss them off.
Yep.
You carve everybody, right? So everybody go and run into China. Now we get an iPhone and they ain't cheaper.
Oh yeah.
so so I mean it had I mean Trump. I think the biggest letdown for a lot of voters. A lot of people believe in Trump is gonna make America great. You can win an election and tell people, oh, you can have a little bit of pain for a little while. Nobody's trying to hear that. We had the pain before. That's why we elect you. We was we were what somebody said they call him Sleepy Joe because you could have sleep with sleepy with Joe Biden, right? But you just don't know what Trump into. So going back to the grades, I think if in terms of disappointment, I think right now he has the lowest disapproval approval rating.
Yep.
Sorry, only beat himself, I think,
Yep.
from the last time. But it's been disappointing because like someone said, it may take a while. He said take a while for you to see the results of what he's doing, but to benefit. But took no time for people
To feel it.
to get hurt
Mhm.
by what he's done. And so that's the problem now. The dollar went down, everything went down. Like got rid of, try to dismantle DEI, all these different programs. And again, all the blacks who vote saying, well, there's some racist stuff. So the Democrats, on one hand, they laughing, right? Like, but I don't feel sorry for the Democrats still because they try to pull that slick trick, but Kamala Harris, who ain't nobody was prepared to vote for, like because people don't want Donald Trump, it's a good lesson. Don't man give us anybody, right? All the people y'all picked this woman who just cackling and didn't know, right? If they had thought about this better, they had stopped lying, telling people that Joe Biden was okay and what they had made their move closer sooner and had a runoff and come with a decent candidate. They could have done the same thing, I think, what Canada, the prime minister done. But he left that for the last minute. Trump, with all his legal issues and so forth, was able to go in there, galvanize his base, get people to come over because people really was voting against Kamala Harris. And Joe Biden, they lie so much that people. So so yeah, America is in a tricky position, and the sad thing it is it's only 100 days.
Now, I got to say to you that it doesn't feel like 100 days. I'm sorry. This fella feel like he been working. I never see no president work like this
Nope,
in my
nope,
whole life. So
nope.
for effort, I give him a B. You can never get Trump no A for nothing. You ain't gotta worry about that. Hey, for foolishness, yeah, you get an A for foolishness. But for effort, I never seen no man work this hard in my whole life trying to do things. So I give him a B for effort. Nah, you know, on your podcast, you got effort, um, um, the grade, then the test, and
Yeah,
then that's how you get your GPA and all of that. So effort is B on it. You get a B for effort. A for regular through the year. What you do, I can give him a D. and for the exam, you get an F. And I can tell you this because Trump do more foolishness than the law allows. And my problem with a lot of these things is these people lying for Trump. I watched this thing on Fox where they was talking about they was giving a press conference and they said that Jeff Bezos and Amazon are gonna put now the prices on before the tariff and after the tariff prices. So the thing on secretary speaker say, oh, as you know now, Jeff Bezos them has joined themselves with a bunch of Chinese communists and all kind of this and that running. I say, what you talking about? You can't be lying. So she just finished coming off off the phone with Trump. So she glad y'all bring this question up because Jeff Bezos them is now aligning themselves with the Chinese communists and these people are doing all and saying all kind of
Hold
things
on.
to mess up
This,
things.
this is the press secretary.
Yeah,
Oh, boy, that could lie, eh? Boy.
boy, I say, Lord of mercy. I never seen nobody lie so much in my whole life. This is blowing my mind. And how do you do that, George? And she straight face. She believes
Boy,
she's stern and she's sticking
boy.
with her story. And I like anybody else hearing this other than me because I can't be the only one who hearing this. No way.
She rude and fresh with it too. She fine.
Oh, woo, boy, she ain't got no manners. I say, wait, Trump, these people really think Trump is beginner and they can talk to people any and all kind of way.
Boy, like they could be in that job forever.
I
Like one
swear,
one day you have to go back out on the road, you know. Like
I don't understand what they talking about. I like, well, my God, no man, you can't do these things to yourself. There's life after Trump, and then
boy,
what? What you gonna do?
boy, boy.
Yeah, so that's me with Trump right now. That's how I feel. I'm hoping that the next 100 is a cooling down period, a real like a come to Jesus moment. For him, he realized that
Yeah,
a lot of these things ain't really this two and two ain't really adding up to five, and he gotta understand. Hey, okay, I need this back to level off, and he really need to start apologizing, which he ain't gonna never do. But Trump Trump is make problems and then when he bring take back the tariffs and everything go back to normal, he'll be saying, "Oh, how he fix it? Oh, the place was
oh
in."
yeah, yeah,
He'll have all the stats of oh how the economy was in the dollar, the shrink, all
yeah,
these
yeah,
things,
yeah,
and then he come
yeah,
back. Oh, he fixed it. And he, but you was the one who broke it. What you talking about? You
yeah.
fix it.
The Dow went up 500 points today. Never done. He didn't say it going down. He caused it go down 2 dollars.
Hey, this
Boy,
nigga,
that's,
this fella's the
that's
author
the
of his
greatest.
own calamity, and he right here trying to act like he fixing the world. But you break
The
it.
greatest.
I don't know what to say, boy. Dude. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, hey, one thing you can say: TV, night TV, the news never dull moment because you can't make this up. And
No,
the thing is, we
no.
saw a lot of this at the first. It really is mind-boggling in politics how quickly memories fade, how quickly people forgive and move on from things because this Trump 2.0. I mean, he was
Yep.
bad then, but this version, like boy, this one. And Trump know he don't have long, so he just feel that right now this dude feel like he's God. He got a
Yeah.
godlike
What
confidence.
y'all could do about me? What
He
y'all could?
say he's the president and the leader of the U.S. and the world, so he
Yeah.
really thought he was running the world. But you can't run the world with no allies. Like someone, I think Churchill said, the only thing worse than fighting, what it was fighting against your allies is fighting without your allies, right?
Yeah.
So you can't go fight pick fight with everyone or these big countries and don't have no one to fight with you.
Thank you.
Like ain't no one even signing up for that because they know that's a slaughter.
Yep.
And so like you say, I told someone when this started, he come a tariff war. A tariff war is a war, right? Like they try to make it sound good and nice, like this, but yeah, you taking food out of my mouth. You trying to do these things, And it's not just doing it, it's the things that Trump does, saving it. Like, I got all these countries calling, kissing my hand. They kiss. Who says these things? What a big grown man leader. I don't care if he's the leader. I don't know, two people country. You got to man up. You will not take that disrespect, and you coming out fighting. You have to show you have some courage and some respect, and you have to come back and hit it. You can't bend over and take this. You have to come out fighting. That's what all these countries doing. Like man, we can't let this man just disrespect us. I might not have, in the Bahamas, we got a defense force, right? Whatever. But hey, everybody ready to go to war to throw rock and bottle if it come to
Yep.
it, because we just can't sit down and you can't let nobody punk you. And
Yeah.
the only way to deal with a bully, like I say, is to push back. All this foolishness, all this, everybody want their country to do well or to be best. That's why we have the Olympics and all these. Everybody go and celebrate, but at the end of the day, we shake hands, we friends. Like, but you're literally trying to pick wars. But people who ain't doing nothing. Like
Thank you.
yesterday, we were sitting down. Where all this coming from? Like blaming Canada for the fentanyl crisis and all these. Like trying to say, yeah, America try to blame people for their own feelings. Like y'all
I
can't,
said,
buddy. Don't blame us. We was out here. We was giving things to the world. We was going taking over territory. We was getting along with everyone. We built a stadium in the Bahamas. We built
mm-hmm.
Bahama. Right? China was all about making friends. The Panama Canal. That's why you wake up and when you don't take care of your own or
Yep.
take care of your woman, somebody else caught them.
Oh
So
yeah.
this this is a good lesson. You can learn so many lessons from Trump. Trump is a teachable moment in so many ways. And I mean, it's probably not going to be for any good, but he will definitely go down in history
Oh yeah.
now as one of the most infamous presidents, a difference maker. And I say it's good difference, but
Yep.
a difference
A
maker.
difference
But
maker. And Trump changed your life. Yeah, I say he do
the
it for
only
the
good
good,
thing,
but but he changed your life.
only good thing about this Carlo is just like the last administration. By the time he went out of office, him and his vice president done fall out, all these other, right? So you could already see the cards falling. As his opinion rating come down, these Republicans who all yes sir, master, they will start the descent
Yep.
and try to save themselves because they realize 4 years come quickly or 2 years for a lot of these senators.
Okay, two
Never
years for
do
them.
4 years, right? So trust me, I can't wait for the next election. You will see the difference with this
Oh
swing
yeah.
because again, ain't nobody sign up for no suffering. If you making my life better, I see more money in my pocket. I can rock with you, but don't tell me about hold on things gonna get
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
no
Give me
boy.
a little time, man. Give me a little time.
Oh boy, I don't. You don't have to be the smartest man in the world. If you put all these titles, you make everything more expensive for me. Like someone say, wait for Christmas back to school to see the shelves. Wait for Christmas and stuff to come to see how the prices and how this it has the effect. We remember we had the supply chain with COVID, and this
Yep.
dude created COVID when it ain't no COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's I don't know if he missed COVID, but it's like hold on, things looking too good around here. Like let's shake things up. Let's make this, and that's what the dude do. Like things wasn't great, but it was good. We was
Yep.
okay. I'd save $2. Things was starting to look, but the dude come here and mess up everything. You don't want travel. You don't go nowhere. Um, you just don't know if there's the right time to buy a car, a house.
Boy,
No,
I
you just
I don't want to talk to you about, but I can say this from another show. They got the Bahamas government put out a travel advisory for Bahamians, and a lot of it had to do with hey, some profiling when you come in there. Say they
yeah.
doing some
Yeah.
checks, and say what your email is, what your Instagram thing is. They doing
Social,
all
social.
kind of little things to find one or two things on you to tell you you can't come, you can come. So it's ridiculous now that to go to America, these are the things you got to go through. And
Yeah, and baby, we babies don't take nothing seriously. So all the foolishness, what we just run on with. You ain't want nobody open up your social media account and go
no,
through.
no, not. I know some of them guys don't want that. No, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. So trust me, if your visa need to renew within the next 4 years or what you might want to rethink that. You might. It's a good
Boy,
time to go to the Caribbean, go to see Europe, go to try. I would say try to avoid it because Messed up part is once you get denied and whatever, it might take some while to fix them things, but this ain't a good time for first
Yep.
time people trying to do anything in the US because the thing with Trump is all the Trump people assume his posture and his attitude.
Yep.
So these are immigration. If there was already little snob, they 10 times worse when
They
Trump in
worse
power
now.
because they know, hey, you got something to say. That's what we doing. They emboldened right now. So go there, don't sneeze the wrong way. Um, you say they give you 3 days, stay you 3 days, go to
That's right.
Walmart,
Hi-
come
hi-
back home.
As a matter
Yeah,
of
yeah,
fact, don't go three, go two.
yeah. Don't go all that foolishness. You're pregnant, go to have baby,
Oh
stay
no,
home.
no, 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 no. That finished it.
Find a good private doctor.
That's right. Anyway, George, let's take a commercial break and we'll be right back.
You asked and I delivered. Island Ish is back. The podcast you guys have known to love, to like to call in, to like to interact with. We are officially back. For the ones that don't know me, this is your girl Yams. Hearing me on Mix 102.1 FM or your favorite TGF_Yams. With the two S's, we're back with Islanish right here on Superior Talk. So make sure you're following the page. We're going live this Thursday, 6 p.m. Don't miss it. Follow us. It's about to get lit.
And we're back, George. And now
Mhm.
I'm trying to unite the black men together for us to do the right thing, for us to start building our black communities and making them stronger.
Oh Lord.
And here comes Shannon Sharp getting sued by a lily white young girl. And I trying to figure out now Shannon Sharp older than me. How in God's green earth you messing with a 22-year-old white girl? Then I said messing with a 22-year-old black girl is better, but eh, some things I can understand.
She 22 now. She was
She's
19 when
22
she
now.
started. Yeah, yeah.
That's when she's suing him. And she won $50 million. And the
Hmm.
thing is, just as he got this $100 million deal, she decided, oh, well, I will sue him for $50 million. Now,
Yep.
some things didn't look right in this whole thing because during the sue, before it come out, he'd offer $10 million. And I say, oh Lord, not $10 million. That's
That's a lot of
a lot of
money.
money to give somebody for if you ain't do nothing, if you ain't do. But I probably can understand he didn't want to mess up the deal coming up. Give some hush money. Let me make this big money and everything good. But it ain't going the way it's supposed to go. The girl lawyer start calling him out, and things gone from south from there. He was at ESPN. They tell him, Shannon, you got to relax yourself. We can't deal with you right now. Not with these problems you got going on. We ain't into that. The only good part, but this is now he owned a lot of these shows, the Club Shay Shay and what the podcast name with him and Ocho Cinco.
Yep.
Yeah, Nike Up. So he still got a little thing up there. Now I'm hoping that the sponsors stay with him and keep him through these trying times. But black men, I can look y'all straight in the face. Black men, come on now. Let's start doing this together. Let's start building the black family back up. I ain't saying if you like other things, you can't deal with other things, but some of these other things ain't good for you. Now, I ain't saying that this white people is bad people because there are. There's good black people, there's good white people, there's bad black people, there's bad white people. But we got to start looking and defending and building up ourselves now. You're all now, Shannon. Come on now, come on now. You got to be looking for someone to settle down with. You ain't got to marry him, but you got to settle down with him. You need Auntie Ruth and Auntie Esther and all them other things from your time to come rub your foot. You didn't work hard. She can make sure you got some food, fix some corned beef and rice. All these things she can make sure because she know you can take care of her. These little young gals, them, come on, man. You know they ain't on your run, man. They can put you to bed, nigga, and back out in the night. What you dealing with these girls for? It don't make no sense. I ain't got the strength to bother with him. I don't know where he get the strength from the ball, and he's way hard. He's way much harder than me. How he doing it, I don't know. But for God's sake, young black men, young middle-aged men, old black men, let's start keeping the black community together. Let's get these sisters in together with us so we could build our happy home, so we could be straight. Don't mess with these things. 'Cause the minute they see you got something, it over. And that's all it is. All our great black men. What? Look at them. They going after Michael Jackson,
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. I know they mess with that girl. I don't know. That girl, I think she got some black in her. How she beat up Tiger Woods that night. I know what's going on there. But come on now. Come home. Come on. Y'all come home. Let's do this together. Let's stay black and proud. And let's do this. That's my 5 cents on it. What you think about the Shannon Sharp thing, George?
So much to unpack. Uh, so so I think Shannon. What surprised me about this is, and Shannon, I watched my nightcap, and me and my wife always say, "Why Shannon knows Shannon? Why Shannon? Some of the material was Shannon talking about. I really, I get pissed off at this on plenty black shows because to me everything is just too sexual. Everything is just too this bedroom foolishness. What like nobody come to hear these things. I don't need to know you being like you're talking like a teenager, right? And at Shannon age and stuff, like man, most men don't believe in kissing and telling to begin with. All these stories, and you have to find something more. You've been travel the world. Shannon been in football league. That's the next thing. You should have had your time with them little white girls
Yep.
from school. You was a jock. You was
Yep.
a football jock and think that was the time to run through, do whatever you gotta do for your wild oaks. You already been through divorce. You have kids, children older than that. So should have had your time to get that out of your system if that's what you want to do. But at this age and at all the money that you've had this like your second career now, right? So
Yep.
you had some money. You have more money now than you ever had, and now you just want to act the fool, right? Like man up, like you said, talk. Some like I said, some of the things just dumbing me down. I find myself having to turn it because this
Yeah.
a
Listen,
joke here or
I
there.
get nothing out of this.
Yeah. And then Shannon just we been here like what some months back when he had that leak video according to him with the Michelle or whatever, right? So this no, and I see why ESPN you again, like you had this they just deal with you. Like you can't have this mud mess up. Like Kobe, Magic Johnson had one press conference. Kobe had one. Most people had one of them in their lifetime. Shannon, you every week you hear, oh, family and friends, I want you to pray with me, and being set up, and I messed up. You messed up again. The first time is that's a habit now. This is just
Yeah.
you, Shannon.
Yeah.
Like, right? Some people have issues with the old and the young. Okay, she's an adult, right? So you might say, okay, fine, you don't have nothing in common. Old and young, that is not really a new phenomenon, but this white girl thing, again, uh, Shannon, God Williams sit down on the show and
Yep. Hey
tell
man.
him, Monique, everybody tell Shannon, God Williams, hey, I kind of like white women. They look nice, but I ain't fooling with them. Like, I ain't running down the street like Jonathan Majors or
That's
whatever.
right.
Right?
Go sir.
Remember him? Remember him?
Yep.
Destroyed. Big career. And he was the one getting beat up in the car and running. And for
Uh-huh.
some reason, he the one who get the charge and
Thank you.
on probation, right? So it usually turns out bad for you, Shannon, right? Like you with this little young, like you said, the optics just bad in America. Like you, if he did any learner's history, how much black men got lynched and hanged with just looking,
Boy.
or these women just lying on them, saying they right. So it's a risk, not. But this money get this head. He think he can have the forbidden fruit, like y'all. He laugh at Ocho. Oh, that's what I could have something. I'm Shannon. Remember OJ
Yeah.
again? I'm black. I'm OJ, and then they have to remind you. You black.
Yeah.
You're still in America, Shannon. Like I mean, so I have no sympathy. I have zero sympathy for Shannon Sharp. Let the chips fall where they may. I have more sympathy right now for R. Kelly them than a Shannon Sharp because Shannon and again, Shannon just had this whole thing with Skip Bayless, and God bless him with all this, give him all this right newfound wealth and fame, and
Uh-huh.
people speak by Shannon Sharp, and instead of trying to do something positive out of this and whatnot, we can we have better we have to deal with Donald Trump. We have better things to do, Shannon. The black community to come defend you or stand with you for some BS like this because, like I said, how you get there? All this money now, you fool around Becky or whatever, right? Um, go try and you say when I became a man, I put away childish thing. You
Exactly.
can't it can't just be all playing and games and show up. You have a platform, and with power comes responsibility. You could have 10 Becky's even, but I mean keep that this up you talking all your business, you're getting recorded, it's a fool, you could hear this girl sound like she on coke or some, I don't know, and only fans, not even a decent
You, you,
you
you
just
can actually look, Judge. Come on, man, Judge. If I got this, Judge, I got this kind of money, and I saying I
yeah,
want a white girl, but I ain't gonna find one fine white
yeah,
girl, and y'all
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah,
"Oh yeah,
yeah,
okay."
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah. You
I
could see,
understand
right?
when she
Yeah,
like, oh yeah,
yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
but
She just a plain Jane. I see nothing. So
nothing. What's going on with these fellas?
she, yeah. So I don't know. It's like he need a shrink. I would say we need. I always say when things like this happen, we are leaders, but the leaders ain't really they out to sea. So ain't much of them. TD Jakes them was part
Gosh,
of P Diddy and stuff. So you know one you could really call. But at 54, yeah, if
56.
he was 30 something, even Jonathan Majors and Tiger was when you could, but at Shannon age, you can't be dropping making these type of gaffes at this age.
No,
And to get yourself recorded and are you crazy, Shannon Sharp? You playing choke a white woman and all this foolishness in America? Like, come on, come. I mean, what jury you better pay that woman whatever she asking for because you go. I don't know which country, which jury pool you expect to get, but I don't care what you say. I hear the tapes where they use the role play, but nothing sound good. Nothing good will come out of this for him because one, they don't like the fact that you fool them with the things to begin with.
got that right.
Uh, yeah, that's so we're gonna make an example of you. So the rest don't think they can do this. And so Shannon, it was good. Yeah, I had a good listening at ESPN. Boys, Stephen A. Smith to throw you under the bus for us. Stephen A. just signed his big contract. He was saying, like, hey, listen, I hire you, but I don't make the call on who to keep or whatever. God be with you. Yeah,
Say the
yeah,
people from Disney call him. Say,
yeah,
boy,
yeah,
he
yeah,
out of
yeah,
control now.
yeah. It was all fun and games again a week ago, but I sure ain't fun and laughing and giggling up now
No,
because this got real. And like I said, that's a bad time. And Trump in office. I mean, there's so much
yeah,
things against you, Shannon Sharp. You had too many chances. We ain't interested. We got better things to do. We have to save our energy to fight for DEI and all these different
yeah.
things. We can't bother with you, Shannon.
My one of my problems is, like you said, Shannon Sharp went through this when he played football. After the game, the fans and the girls them be waiting for
Cheerleaders,
them in the
everybody.
hotel room. So
Yeah.
unless you just a snow bunny lover, what you bothering with them for, man? I mean, that gotta be out of your system by now, man. It gotta be to the point that you will set. And my to do is
Yeah.
I just want to settle down. I don't need the distractions of all these things. Like you say, I need Aunt Lulu or Aunt Esther or Aunt Isabel or Aunt Auntie Janet when I get home to come rub my feet. Baby, you want something to eat? The food ready? And that's it. I going home to peace. I ain't going home to no club and I go in here go do these things. Hey, Annie, Esther, she don't mind. She get choked too. You
Boy,
taking care of paying the bill. She'll take a little choking too. Come on, man. This is
boy, boy,
that
people,
ain't making no
people,
sense.
people don't like, we the same age, and he said you reach a certain age where ain't really nothing out there calling you that
No,
serious. Like,
no.
you've been there, you done that, you ain't missing nothing. You be in your house peacefully with your family, your children in one room, everybody there, you accounted for. 'Cause, I mean, all of this extra need and excitement, eh, it ain't worth it, man. It's
I
not.
totally agree. So, like you
And
say, Shannon, you on your own, buddy. I
I
was
mean,
so happy for you when you was doing these things. The black man out there have a role model. Like I said, they call him Uncle Shannon.
yeah,
Now, you ain't Unc no more, man. You come on, man.
yeah,
Our
yeah.
young black men need role models.
He is young, but he's them creepy,
Yeah,
pervy
them
youngs.
creepy. Yeah. They always got candy and everything. Hey, how y'all doing? Man, come on.
Can't leave your children around your uncle,
No.
man. No, no.
Anyway, let's take a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Yo, what's up, Bahamas? My name is Andrew Williams, aka Cat,
And I'm your boy Mix.
and we're representing Off the Bench, the number one sportcast in the Bahamas.
In the world, my boy.
My bad partner. So
Yeah.
we cover anything sports throughout the Bahamas. We cover our Bahamian athletes wherever they are, and they're making waves in sports. We cover them.
Hey, just tune in. That's every Wednesday here on Superior Talk at 6 o'clock p.m.
The number one talk show in the
In
world.
the world, Craig.
And we're back. Now I know this can be a little sensitive topic. I know how you covering these things, but the NBA playoffs, very exciting playoffs. I kind of liking these now. It's showing now the transition from old to new. And some of the old said don't want to go. They're going kicking and screaming, but I have a feeling they're going anyway. But the NFL, the NBA playoffs now it's exciting. It's something to watch. You got the Oklahoma Thunder. They got rid of Memphis. Those are two young teams. So Oklahoma look like they can be resting for a little while. They waiting on the winner of of the Clippers and who the Clippers playing? Why going blank with me? Clippers and Denver. So that should be. I love that Clippers and Denver matchup. Very exciting game. Um, Other in the West, you got LA against Minnesota. The Ant Man is doing his thing. I should say the whole Minnesota team, they doing their thing. They playing ball. They doing whatever it takes. And that last game I watched, my goodness. Coach Reddick, he run. Yeah, LeBron 40. Come on, man. You can't run this fella into the ground expecting him to do LeBronish things. He can't. It's showing now. Ant Man them jumping up and down and LeBron them walking. After a while, it just ain't gonna add up. They gaining the experience. They feeling like they could do it. So you can't give these young pups them no thing on the field. Hey, like I could do this, boy. You can't give them no encouragement. You gotta put their face down in that muck and grind their face in it and get rid of them. Now they got 3-1. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know what they can do, George. What you think about the Lakers and Minnesota? Is it over?
I had to start with that series. That's the least best series in the.
I talked with three series just now.
So why don't you over Boston? And I mean,
We can get to
what's
that.
going on with these,
The rest of
like
those series over. I talk with LA and Denver. That's an exciting one. That's something you gotta watch. They all
yeah,
tied up.
yeah,
That's
but
a
let's talk
something
to them.
else.
Like you said, so LeBron, so the Lakers did an experiment again. They switched Anthony Davis out. I don't like these big switches in the middle of this, just before basically playoffs, right? Because again, you assuming all the chemistry can be there. Luca's still trying to figure out he want to hog the ball. LeBron trying to play with them. Like you said, LeBron is older now. He shouldn't be playing all those minutes. I think that's why they brought in Luca, but you still need someone to be level-headed on the court. Um, the other thing with the Lakers too small. They never got that center in. When they got rid of Anthony Davis, they gave up a lot of size. So they got a bunch of these little young boys. So I'm looking at Austin Reeves and them getting posts. These big guys, they can't stop nobody. They don't have the best defense. They have offense, but offense, as you know, in the playoffs, just can't win. And like you said, by fourth quarter, LeBron looked good for 2 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, he blow, right? And that's a part of life. Father time is undefeated, and
Yep.
it's gonna become sad. And if he goes out 3-1 or 4-1, you really need to seriously consider not coming back next year, right? Take Bronny be with you, right? No, because I know he feels good. He have Luca, but I mean it's time, right? Yeah, and but so that series is probably over. But I'm not excited about Minnesota because I saw them last year. Remember how they do all this last year and then go on and get embarrassed? Who got they up last year?
Dallas.
Dallas, right? Yeah, the same. Yeah, which was crazy. So the talent I see, and I can't see them beating nobody else inside of the West. I can't see them getting past the Clippers or Denver. I can't see them getting past OKC. Golden Now the Golden State Houston thing is interesting. Golden State, they surprising me, but you have Steph Curry, so that's always, and Jimmy Butler addition. That's interesting. How they came by and made themselves relevant,
Yeah,
so
that
they could,
totally unexpected for them to be
yeah,
playing like that.
but they could definitely be upset and give people some grief, especially Jimmy back. Yeah, he had that fall the other night, so I got scared about. But them they playing healthy. The Clippers, Kawhi look healthy. You don't know for how long, but the Clippers play like they are. I don't know who's gonna win that series with them and Denver. But like I say, it's competitive. Obviously, it's more competitive in the East because in the East, to me, we just need to let Cleveland and Boston play now and see who.
That's
See, that's the only series
yeah.
I, that's the only set with any real chance of the East because the East
That's
was disappointing this year. Everybody else was kind of Indiana and Thingam, they good and excited a lot, but they don't have the experience to really. They ain't no championship teams. Let's put it like that.
I'm
Uh,
looking to see if Boston and Cleveland how that plays out because that's going to be exciting to watch. That's going to be um, something to look at because Boston now is getting a lot of little knick-knack injuries,
yeah,
and that ain't got Drew Holiday is out. Jalen
yeah.
Brown has an injury, so
Tatum was out one day. Yeah.
they got a lot of little knick-knack injuries that they can have to fight through, especially if they get
But
to Cleveland.
I
But
think Cleveland. I think Cleveland too. Cleveland and OKC. They should feel some disrespect because I don't think no one really respect them, right? And if you look at the regular season, they literally dominate and they've been playing some good ball. So I think it'll be good to see, like you said, what if they man up. It's gonna come down to the grit and determine. They're gonna have to want it, right? Like to get that respect. And I'd like to see them really say, listen, y'all been disrespecting. We want Boston. I want OKC, KC say, y'all keep talking about we young and whatever. Let's see what we could really do. Don't go there and shrink because they got youth. They're both youthful teams. Cleveland actually has all the pieces. I think Donovan Mitchell is a superstar, right? He,
yep,
he, he like the big moments. He's always been good in the playoffs. They have some young pieces. They got good defense. Um, like what they beat the Heat by what 60 point God. I mean it's the Heat. Tyler Perry is their star now. So I don't know what Pat Riley them doing, but they need to go up the Heat and start over. It's
but
embarrassing.
Pat Riley need to retire now. Either not anytime.
Yeah,
Some
yeah, yeah,
guys
yeah.
got to go into the Miami Heat because he pissing off the superstars with there. Or from LeBron to Wade. Now you piss off Jimmy Butler. I mean, come on now. It got to be to a point now. Hold on now.
Yeah,
This is
yeah, yeah.
a superstar league. You can't be pissing off all your superstars trying to do
But
this way, the old
I,
way.
I don't think they had a superstar since think of those LeBron left because again, Jimmy Butler is great right where he is now, playing with a superstar, which is Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler to me always needed to be that second man. He ain't Batman. He's a good Robin, right? He
Yeah.
ain't Jordan. He's a good Pippen, right? So I think with that pressure off, he in dog heaven right now. He could do whatever. Be Jimmy. He got Steph to bail it, right? Steph got all could take a lot of attention off of him. I think that's his comfort zone, and that's a good formula for them. The only thing is we got old Dre. The rest of the Warriors worry me. Really that deep. they, they're, they're really that consistent and that deep. So unless they have really have and Jimmy really plays some fantastic out of this world, I don't think the Warriors have the team like those championship teams to go all the way. I think OKC and some of the other teams are deeper. Even even Denver and the Clippers, I wouldn't expect them to get to really get by.
Well, how it's set up, whoever went between the Denver and Clippers will play OKC, and
Oh,
who wins against the Lakers and Minnesota will play
the bid
either Golden State or Houston.
really?
Now, yeah, that's
That
how it's
seemed
set
like
up.
a delight. That's a easier boy. Wow.
So,
Okay.
so I look at, and I want you to play mind to this. Um, Aunt Edwards is gonna be a retired. He'll be retiring a lot of people. As you know, last year he doing Kevin Durant. Now he doing in LeBron. And if they beat LeBron, he going to Steph, and I think he can do in Steph. So he retiring some people. So
Uh,
I looking to see
Anybody who
this.
beat LeBron now, you can still be talking about.
Boy,
You can say he retired Luca probably, but LeBron's supposed to be retired. Let's put it like that. LeBron did way exceeded all expectations, but at some point, LeBron just ain't LeBron no more. LeBron ain't been LeBron. That LeBron who could take the whole Cleveland Cavaliers, could do everything on both sides of the coin. LeBron picks his spots. He rely a lot now on the 3-point shot. I mean, he got a lot better at it. But in terms of just putting his head down and getting your basket anytime you need it, and the big block, like he can be brilliant in spots, but he can't totally dominate a game like before. And that's like them young fellas when they start trying to beat Muhammad Ali and stuff. Like, they ain't really impressed nobody at that stage. You ain't get LeBron and LeBron era, right? We expect you to play 48 minutes as a 20-something-year-old man. All he doing is having little babies out of it, right? He got too much energy, he just doing living record, right? But LeBron need to go home to his family to Savannah them. Stop doing treating that
uh,
woman that's like Tom Brady now.
wow,
Like you about to lose your wife soon if you don't. No, no, seriously, at some point, Carlo, you can't keep telling your wife you ain't hungry. You got to
wow,
you got no reason to be out there, right? Like you don't need to be there now. It's selfish, I think, as a man to play for 20 something years. You got a wife. How much years is this woman supposed to stay home wait for you to figure this out? Running around again. It's almost like Shannon them now. You run around a bunch of little boys all day. Your son literally playing with you.
yeah, 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 yeah.
At some point, I'm a biggest LeBron fan, but no, this ain't the right, this ain't the right look and stuff. Like you not need to make way for these little young boys to get their recognition. It's a bit narcissism because LeBron's still the face of the league. No one, and until he leaves, he still will be. So you need, in order for someone to take over right now, it's clear that's not going to happen with you here. You need to gracefully leave. Don't blow your ACL. And who is Damian Lillard? Did he
Damian
tore
Lillard,
us up?
yep.
Yeah. Don't wait for no serious injury and stuff like that no more at this point in your life. Um, move. Let LeBron get some more playing. I mean, the Lakers probably kick him out when you go.
Boy, when senior go, junior guy right behind it.
Yeah, you got game with you. You leaving something
Yeah,
behind. Yeah,
hold on,
right.
you're leaving something here. Hold on.
Yeah. We only put him on the team because you was here.
Thank
Like, yeah.
you. But I always used to say with my nephew the other day, I say, hold on. If I go someplace and you're all there, I don't need to be there. This I in the wrong place.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
only
yeah,
thing
yeah.
is me.
Yeah.
That's what LeBron need to do. You
It's awkward now. The locker room got to be a lot awkward now.
yeah, you
Because
know that he gotta even recognize none of that music they playing in there.
and you know everything. You too overqualified for this job
Yep.
now. Like you can't do nothing wrong with you. You can't like no. At some point, it's bad morale for the team. Like you say, let the young bucks. And if you look at a lot of the players like Julian Randolph and all these guys who played, like you see how a lot of these players who played on the Lakers and how they grew, and they had some really good players. Once they come from under that LeBron light and whatever, and maybe they help their careers, but you can't grow under LeBron.
Nope.
That's you can't do it. Even Luca probably don't feel yet.
Yep. Yeah.
You know,
LeBron is a stunt grower. He
yeah,
stunt to
yeah,
grow.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. Should I take this last shot or should I give it to LeBron? I know they tell me it's my team, but but we still playing with LeBron. That's like if
Yeah.
Jordan was still in, that's Jordan over there. Like you belong in the history books now. You belong on the Mount Rushmore, wherever it is, right? You don't belong on this team. We just average players now trying to make it up.
Yep.
And you stay here clogging up with all your stats and all these records, and we got to hear you and Jordan every day. You're a distraction at this point. And I say that respectfully, but it's time to move on. Like you said, we have enough players in the league. It's basketball. Yeah, I mean, you ain't saving nothing. The league will survive. You're right.
Yep.
Like
It will.
players, yeah. I don't care too much for the commissioner. He could go too, but other than that, basketball will go on. Time to grow up, like Shannon, move to the next phase of life, whatever that is, and let these other fellas. Just I mean, come on, why are you putting your body through that? And we
I
all know, like my wife said, if you look at Kenny them and these fellas them after basketball, you can see they told the basketball out on a lot of them. You see Kenny legs and these
all warm
all
up.
they all break up in life. Like I don't care about Superman. One day that's gonna tell on you.
Yep.
And
Anyway, let's take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jason.
And I'm Cheryl. Join us here on Superior Talk Bahamas YouTube channel every Tuesday at 6 for Let's Talk,
Where we talk about issues that matter to you. We try to come up with workable, practical solutions so we have more action and less talk.
See you on Tuesday.
And we're back with what's going on. Today's question, Judge. The Minister, oh Lord, National Security, say he won't put police officers and make them EMTs for the out islands. So they now could assist with helping when things happen and allow the people to have, I guess, a 2-for-1. I don't understand this. I look at it like this. The police get there, if the police is the EMT, they get there in the ambulance. They pull up there, the man shoot one person. When he see the police slash EMT, he break off running. What do the police slash EMT do? Do they deal with the fellow who get shoot, or go deal with the fella who do the shooting? How this can work out? And this is how I don't understand the thought process of it. And maybe it's my little mind. I don't know. Maybe you could clear it up for me. You tell me what you think about this, because that's how I think. I think you can't have all two. You can't have them got to deal with the man who gets shoot and got to go deal with the shooter at the same time. I don't get it. What say ye?
well, I always thought like in the States when you watch those some of those police movies and the police get there on the scene, a lot of times they try to do their little CPR or whatever, right? Like put some pressure on. I think they need to know enough because they are first responders a lot of times, and they're gonna get there before the ambulance and so forth. I think it's good for them to have basic training and what to do because a lot of times by the time they reach, the shooter gone anyway, right? So you have your immediate concern might be to save life. If someone's still living, still got vitals or whatever, your thing, you can worry about that killer. He probably long. I mean, you could always go out. they don't catch them 9 or 10 times. Unless they call the active scene thing in progress, but the not normal thing is most of these shootings, I think they get there and you have a situation where they meet someone wounded or seeing different people. So and they have to have different skills. Like you see it a lot of times too with those shooters in the state, in the schools, and police get there. The shooter might, but there's a lot of work that the police have to do otherwise, and sometimes they're just running after the bad guys. So you may see, or the police force big. So whoever reads, listen, so and so going that way, get a cop. We have one man stay with fellow down, do what he got to do, right? Because again, you can't leave somebody who's sick to go run after trying to catch someone who shoot him.
Yeah, but
Like,
we got the ambulance. This is our vehicle. They
yeah,
see, it's the reason why they trying to do it because they ain't got the vehicles for police and ambulance and all these things. So we can combine them in one and use one vehicle. So when we use this one vehicle, it might be two us in there, but all the supplies for stopping the blood and all these other things, the needles and things, they're in the car. You can't jump in the car, in the ambulance to go after the fella because I need it here because the fella here dying. I agree with you 100%. They need to upgrade themselves. This is the police now. That they have basic training, CPR, all these other stuff. But some people just be messed up. You can't. There's a reason why some of the police don't touch nothing because they only can make things worse. In the out island, they ain't got much of nothing. So when you in make one on the police is the EMT and the police. Sometimes there's the magistrate, there's the janitor. They got all kind of job description in the out island. I can't see them putting my life. I don't want my life in the hands of someone with just basic training. I need the EMTs who knows exactly. They were trained especially for this, and they only focus on keeping me alive. And sometimes I need two of them. There's a reason why I need two of
yeah.
them in the ambulance. I can't have one dog when he ain't gonna run and go get me just going through the bush and then all no 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 no. And then let's say this. Let's say this. Let's say the robber gets shoot. You not putting the robber. You gotta stabilize him. You put him inside the ambulance. You stabilize him. Now remember, now use police too. When he realize use police and EMT, he grab your gun because you still got your gun.
Oh,
What you mean? He grab your gun. You don't watch Netflix. He grab your gun, hold you hostage, and get out of town. It's all type of things that could go
oh,
wrong
man.
with this.
See why you can't help all black people.
You can
You're
help me
trying to.
by hiring some EMTs separate from my police. Give
I
police
can't afford all of
training.
that. I
No,
can't afford.
no,
You
no.
all
What
need
do you mean you
you
can't
need the
afford
mask.
that?
Yeah, but you already say he already is the pastor and the janitor, and so one more job.
What do you mean one more?
Uh,
No, 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 no. He
yeah,
need no more job. He need one
yeah,
job.
you
And
want
he ain't good
something
at the
done,
one
give it to
job.
you want something done, give it to a busy man. So he might be the superstar in the village.
He ain't good at the one job he get. You trying to go give him another one? No,
Oh,
sir.
he better than the bomb. He better than the bomb under the tree.
I to the point they gotta stop this now. Hire a plumber to be a plumber. Hire an electrician to be an electrician. We ain't combining them. Electricity and water don't go, they don't mix. Keep them separate and apart. I ain't into that.
That's,
We ain't doing that.
we broke. The country broke though. I mean, brave them don't have no money for all these things, so they
No, they
trying to
got money to
use.
go traveling all about, though.
Well, you can't have the two. Like yeah, the travel is very important.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. We just was talking about this earlier. They profiling you now. Stay your behind home.
Yeah, you miss regatta. You is in a big Zoma contingency.
And that's another thing. When regatta come in town, how you now is the police, because you got to be
Yeah.
patrolling the area, and use the EMT. So if you in, let's say, regatta in Freeport, you in 8 Mile, the regatta in Freeport in 8 Mile Rock, something happened in Freeport, you got to leave the regatta to go to Freeport, On
How many
EMT
money is in
matter,
the regatta?
what you mean? That's all I got.
Can't leave
They
the
they go
regatta.
do jobs. I need a car at Pizza Hut by there. So what you mean? They can't stay
That
there?
sounds, that sound like a pilot program. So let them test and see how they try to test
No,
and see
no,
how this works.
I ain't no guinea pig. In the States, look how they do it. They have it that when emergency happen, everybody's come. The ambulance, the
Yeah.
fire station, everybody is come.
Boy,
You don't see no one car. These look like clown cars now. One car and 34 people coming. No, no, man, George, man. Come on.
you, you talking about these islands would probably don't have some of them. No, some of them
That's
still got
all
outdoor
right.
toilet. Like,
And
come on, come on.
it'll be that one day when something happen and you can't justify it because you got the police and the EMT as the same person. And when they go on vacation, what gonna happen?
Hey, move to Nassau.
Oh Lord. You back on this thing now? You these people kill you
They
for
don't
that, you
think the
know.
boss is all of this bad.
These people got their property, that's their birthright. Now you come talking about might move to Nassau.
Property. What they doing with them property?
That's all right, that's mine. I can do what I want to do with it. Let the bush grow on it. That's mine.
That's all I've known with most of them, bro.
I care. That's mine. Let the bush grow on it. Anyway, let's find out who our bone here today is. Now, see, George, I don't like kicking a man when he's down. I don't like doing these things because everybody deserves a chance, a fair chance to do these things and do it right.
Hmm.
As you know, Shador Sanders was in the NFL draft, and we can have to talk with this later. They pick him in, must see what, the fifth round. He was the 112th pick or something like that.
Yep.
He was predicted to go top five. Ain't nobody look at him. I will get into the depth of this because I will talk with this really later on how the NFL is really tell you, buddy, who you is. They show y'all who's the boss around here.
Yep. I'm in the
So
NBA.
yeah, so this fella Jax Albrecht go on play this prank call on Shador Sanders, calling them talking about the Atlanta Falcons pick him and he lucky to have him and they this and that and all of that and then they hang up the phone on him, plank, just like that. Now, I don't want nobody to do that to my child. It done being a stressful situation because you know you're supposed to go in that first round. You know that. But
I
because
know
of
that. That
other
sound
things,
like an implement.
because of politics and all these other things, you decide he ain't going until the fifth round. Fine. Now you got this entitled white boy who daddy is a coach or something like that. So he happened to get Shador number. I found to say, oh, like, this can be funny. Key. This can be funny. But I don't find it funny, and I think nobody else to find it funny. I hope they fire that coach because that type of information should not be available for any and everybody, especially when you're dealing with a sensitive matter like this. I hope they fire him and he learn a lesson and he do whatever he want to do to his son. I don't care what he do to his son. If he half kill him, he half kill him. But I don't feel he should have done it. Shador or do him and he daddy, they can raise hell in the NFL. Let them raise the hell. Because when it was Eli Manning them and they daddy Archie Manning, he ain't nobody say nothing. Archie Manning come in there say he can do this, he can do that. He don't want his son playing for this person and that person. He had to go to a big team, a big city team, and that's what happened. So if it's good for the Mannings, why can't it be good for the Saunders? But like I say, I will get into that right now. Let's stick to the prank. Tell me how you feel about the prank.
I missed the prank. I heard about one call, but I didn't know until you. Um, so I didn't hear the prank, but it's a prank, Carlo. You don't watch, listen,
No,
nephew.
no, no,
You don't
no,
listen to nephew
no.
Tommy and them. the radio talk shows, them as hosts call you up, and you remember you had one on 100 Jams with then the minds call. I forget what to do with them. It's call and prank call people, and it's. I mean, yeah, if you don't laugh, you can cry. We love too sensitive.
Yeah,
His
but
feeling was hurt because he
I
get
sensitive about it.
yeah, but his feelings hurt because he get picked in the fifth round,
Yeah,
right? If
yeah,
it would have been funny if he get picked number and gone first or
yeah,
whatever, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
if
It'd
it's
have been
funny
funny.
then, it should be funny afterwards, right? If it was a joke, it was a prank, it was a prank,
No, no,
right?
no.
Now, yeah, his little bruised ego got, like you said, there was entitlement all around, and
Yeah.
that's one of the cases. We had this black entitlement because I Coach Prime son, and the boy wasn't that good. I mean, he Deion Sanders, but he ain't Deion Sanders. That's like LeBron James, right? Like you ain't LeBron,
No, he ain't as
right?
bad.
Like
He ain't as Bronny. He ain't as bad Bronny James. My God, no, no,
yeah,
no.
but he had a good system. He had a good coach. All the Dion had a lot of. They were popular. They were like the Beatles. He had a
Yep.
good year. He had the dude. I think won the Heisman Trophy. He showed the wide receiver. So he had an all star on his team, right? Make him look good. 20 foolishness up, the fella catch it, score, right? But he ain't no superstar. He wasn't predicted to be no um, Jalen Hurts or Pat Mahomes or no super. Even about Jalen Hurts went league, right? Right. So sometimes these things happen, but I think a lot of it too is this ego and people like we really don't want to deal with this. This coming with a lot, and I think the boys try to give, like you said, to give, and they look at him. What the other boy name who what the other joker name who everybody was going falling on one knee for the other one who couldn't play ball. What the boy name, man? The one
I
who
know.
caused all the problem with people not standing for the national anthem and
Oh,
uh, yeah,
Kaepernick.
yeah. Kaepernick sucked. He wasn't that good. Like when I first hear him talking, but I know this boy this sad. You look at the boy like who can't really play football that good. Like that's a lot,
But
right?
that a lot of those quarterbacks suck. None of them is the best ever. They got Pat
Yeah,
Mahomes, them still running around them left, right, and center. They can always be one or two good set in the NFL, and the rest can be average. And I look at
right.
Shador to be average. That's fine. But just like the white
Exactly.
boys could be average, let him be
Yeah.
average. Let us
So
have an
if
opportunity
he
to be
gone,
average.
let's hold on. You say he was predicted to go top five. Why? Because he's Deion Sanders or he's that good. He was better than everybody.
Because of the draft and what was available,
Yeah,
he was said to go top five. You only could go according to what each team need and whatever like that. And plenty teams, the first person who gone was a quarterback, and I think another
yeah.
one went seventh or whatever like that. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. But whoever they picked, whoever was the next quarterback they picked, he was better than. So
Yeah. Well,
therefore, huh?
but he wasn't that much better. So
eh,
let's if LeBron James, let's say LeBron James, Kobe, Shaq, all the good players that we using for basketball, I could relate with more to. I don't care what attitude these dudes have. They wasn't going in the fifth round or the second or third. Talent is something that most people, if you're that good, people will want you. That I think a lot of people say, "Oh, when you look at like you ain't that good and you won't have all this attitude, it's like an ugly girl or dude trying to play pretty, right? Like you you don't have you ain't giving what you think you're giving, right? and, and you have to realize that. Like don't I ain't let no rookie come in calling no shots and saying he ain't doing this and doing that because your daddy is Deion Sanders. I mean your daddy even in Tom Brady, right? Like I, so
I
so
I understand what you're saying. That's why I say that's a different topic that we can have to talk with this next week because I agree with you what you're saying, but we got to stay focused now. We got to deal with the prank. We got to deal with the prank.
okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So back to the prank. Yeah, it was a prank. All jokes, like comedians say, all jokes don't be funny, right? Like if the dude meant it to be a prank, to be something funny, he might not have thought of everything, but he thought it was gonna be funny. It was gonna be. I don't think he really set out to be as insensitive if he could be and whatnot. I think okay, in the heat of the moment, whatever. These young people, right? Young people do a lot of foolishness. A lot of people do a lot of things on the internet for hits and famous. He famous now. We talking about him now because of this prank, right? So I don't, like I said, I think as a whole, and Saunders and them again trying to change the narrative that he actually went in the fifth round. Like that ain't no good feeling. That's embarrassing. So what do? You bring up another insignificant story. If he had gone earlier, or this wasn't something else, we probably wasn't going to even, yeah. What get hurt on you? It ain't that serious, right? Like you're the grown man. If you can't take a prank to go on, like you can't take pressure and game and the playoffs and the foot and the NFL. Laugh it off. They'll do it. Yeah, laugh. Yeah, I understand. Be man up about it, but don't cry me a river. And yeah, issue was the fact that you go on fifth round.
Yes.
that, yeah, that's what hurt your feeling, not this prank.
And he rubbing sand in my wounds.
Yeah, plenty people gonna rub salt on you because again, y'all cocky, y'all arrogant. Like people are, they all, yeah, that
What?
is prime time, right? People like the humble, arrogant people. When this go bad for you, right?
Yeah, but
Y'all cocky.
what wrong with being that when other people are being it? Nobody say nothing with them.
Hey,
Why I different?
you, you. First off, you make a bad analogy. You say Eli Manning knows
Eli wasn't
and
no great quarterback.
Eli them white. Let's start with that.
Well,
Let's
see
start with that,
that, yeah,
right?
that's why we can have to have this on a different topic because I know
Yeah,
that's
but
where,
don't ask the obvious question. You know the reason why. The black man, you know
yeah,
why it ain't the same.
and
Right?
that's why
Yeah,
I would talk with that because that's a whole topic in itself.
but
We
that's
can have
an
to deal
important
with.
fact that you're missing out. Don't try to mix apples and
I
oranges. Like,
yeah, I can have to because right now we ain't got the time. That's why
yeah,
I don't want to do this quick in and out and then deal with that next week because that's this America's still America. That's all they're telling me.
yeah, fair and fair. Hey, everybody, I can't miss. I don't be under no misunderstanding. Sometimes that me and certain people ain't the same, right? Whether it's a woman, a man, or they white, they have a different class in society. You just gotta have to accept certain things. They ain't make it right, but don't put yourself in a position for heartbreak. And yeah, you can fight the system, try to fight the system, but you actually know the outcome of certain things, right? Certain people, you and them going to compete, you know who win. You're just there for form, right? The cards are stacked against you and certain things in this life. We have our prejudices, we have our thing, DI, like we talk about DEI, what they try to do to try to balance off some of these things that Trump does dismantle. But this is life. Certain people have certain entitlements that you don't have. So don't put yourself there to get your feelings hurt. Set your children up. Let them know. Like you say, you gotta teach as a black man or whatever, a minority group, you gotta teach. It can be some hard days. Right? It ain't about slavery, but some things can humble you. Don't you build your children up, let them know. Yeah, some things, Becky might get this because she's Becky and they like Becky, right? So you soften the blow when things don't go right. Yeah, we don't like it. But if it happens, I giving you a heads up. There's a good chance it might happen like this because you ain't they're not like us. What the boy said.
Anyway, we can deal with that topic next week. I'd like to thank everybody for watching the show. Um, Thank you all for watching all our shows on Superior Talk YouTube channel. On Monday, we have Sword Sharpeners at 6 p.m. Tuesday, we have Let's Talk at 6 and What's Going On at 8 p.m. Wednesday, there's the show Off the Bench, the first Behemoth Sports podcast. And on Thursday, we have, oh, she killed me. She found out I do everything up. Islandish, sorry. Thursday, 6 o'clock. So join us, enjoy the shows, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Please, we need your assistance as much as possible. So subscribe and like the show. So, George, thanks for joining me. I want to thank everybody else. And next week, join us as we tell you all what's going on.
Okay.